I want to say Qualitex, so know a quality, don't vex, so don't know, so we have the girls to my par with me. With myself, Rastaman, Naya Bindi. Yeah, Qualitex, just smite them with a lightning and a thunder. Qualitex, brimstone and a fire. Qualitex, say Babylon burning. Yes, Bongo Naya, Bongo Naya. Qualitex, them light up their fire. Looking for a giant every day. Qualitex champion sound lead the way. What a woe, what a woe. Qualitex sound. Look to the world for the magician and the wickedest people are the politicians. What a woe. Qualitex say what a woe. Qualitex are the song. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second edition of the Soundsystem Salute podcast. My name is Busy from Hype International, and today I am joined with two members from Qualitex Soundsystem, a sound system that's based in Bristol. So on the Soundsystem Salute podcast, we talk to members of the sound system community and basically just hear the stories. So I'm glad to be joined by you two guys, and thank you very much for taking your time to even sit down and have a conversation with me. As a sound system fan, as a fan of Sound Clash and the sound system culture, it means a lot to be able to, even have your time. So we're just gonna have a conversation and, what are vibes and hear the story, hear the Qualitex story from... I didn't think about this, but,
we'll keep it short.
Let's see how it go. First of all, take me back to the very start.
Of the sound or of us?
In fact, take me back to the start of your respective careers in music prior to Qualitex.
All right, let me just get a timeline quickly. For me, it started Jamaica at the age of 7. Because I used to go into this yard, Negos yard. And in Jamaica at the time, sound system culture was like a family. So you have a place where you go, and Negos yard was the yard for me at the time. And we used to go there as young people and get schooled into the business. Mm-hmm. So Negos would teach us every little thing about sound business.
What part of Jamaica was that?
That was Yala St. Thomas, the capital of reggae music.
St. Thomas.
I apologize for that. Right? So Yala St. Thomas, we, in the yard, Negos he has a song called INRI. I Negos release, we call it. Mm-hmm. And he just gave the schooling. So everybody had something to do. So in my case, I spent weeks upon weeks just stashing record boxes. So you would just say, like, in my case, you're a bright boy, man, you can read and write. So you fix the record box. There's 3 of us at the time. And that's what I did. My job was to organize the record box. Mm-hmm. But here the funny thing is, I organize it Monday, we go back Tuesday, it mashed up again, start all you have to do it again.
Okay.
You did that for weeks until finally one day him leave it alone. So him teach me how to stack records. So this match that rhythm go with that rhythm. So that's what I learned.
So what motivated you to keep doing that?
Well, me love music. I think me born with music in my blood from day one.
Yeah.
But that's what really kick it off. Just going to the yard and feeling that, me feel like the family that we're from, in Jamaica, you never exposed to certain music, if you come from certain families. Because music what we know as we know it. I did not mean for sound system, we wouldn't hear them. Mm-hmm. We can't hear them on the radio because most songs were banned from the radio. Okay. So we have to hear these when we go to a sound system. So to be able to go into a yard where that is there, that is naturally going to draw you to the music. And that's when we get drawn to it.
So what age did you first attend?
About 8. At 8, the first time we put a record on a turntable was age 8. In the yard. It wasn't a dance, it's just the induction process. Mm-hmm. So that's the first experience I had with putting a record. And that's how my thing starts. And Negos took it to a 3-year program. And you're not playing on a dance till you get to that stage. Mm-hmm. So by the time we get to 10, we start go dance. They start take me to dance now. Mm-hmm. My cousin and my bigger siblings take me to dance, and we never stop from there. No dance, no keeping on that part of the region we're gonna go. Personally, me know from day one, I have a gift for music in the sense I never forget music. Yeah. So when you swap me in my case, then keep a dance, and the first thing do after the dance is gonna look for me. What did you went play again at 2:10? I remember. Oh, we played Kutty. I played that because me rehearsed that in my brain.
Yeah.
You know? I could tell you a rhythm track, just the drum sound, who produced it.
Yeah.
So me never just go dance and listen to music. Me actually take in the story of it. So even though people ring me and they say, well, I rhythm the name again. So I can still do that.
Okay.
So that was the gift me they have. And everybody tell you, my grandmother used to say, that boy, I never love music, you know. Because I always, me have a tape when me fix up, put a rubber band night. I play too fast, but I might think that. I mean, I always have it with me.
Yeah.
So I transfer from that to a bigger one to a bigger one. At one stage, me have one very big one I care from America. And that was me. I just love it in that way. No dance I keep when I no reach. I reach early, set up my tape thing, come make a record the dance. And I'll finish with this. One time in Sturgey, I've just come to St. Thomas. That's the second time in players. It was a dance, and everybody, when I'm going to the dance, everybody leave. I mean, I think, so I ask the man, them, what happened? The man said, no, we're not feeling it. So everybody gone. Me go to the dance. And we record the dance. And when we take the cassette on the beach the next day and I play it, everybody tell me, say, I lie. Couldn't be the same dance.
The same.
Joe's Will. Didn't have prime. So the next time Sturgey have come to Yellas, which is about a couple months later, you could steer from up at the lane, at the top of the lane, and appear peep, you see, for about half a mile.
Wow.
And that's where he did Lego Man Gate, man. That's where that song was created. Okay. So yeah, my history goes from there. And I always knew that at some point, my ambition was to have a song. We didn't know that. So we used to dabble in a song. We'd have like a song in Yanti Roots. So we were around and do Wilkie thing. But no song for Negos was the song.
Okay.
And Negos never really win lots of clashes, even though I had a lot. You get enough beaten. But Negos teach you the thing, which is where we ever do, where we come to later. Because Negos always say, when you have a song, make sure it play well.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the bass. Bass easy.
Yeah.
Make sure the taps and mids are right. The quality.
So at the time, what was the format on Nega Sound? Did you have that traditional style of you had DJs and singers on the sound?
One record, one DJ, one engineer. That's how it works.
Okay.
You just turn over the tune and you play it. Or you just play the version. But you never have a DJ of such. You just have a toaster.
Okay.
My job was to put on the record. My friend Cranny Reed used to do the toasting and Parrot was the engineer.
Okay.
And he was just stand up and watch.
Okay.
So we go through that schooling. So that's how it started for me. And, you know, endless amount of dances, studios, you know what I mean? There's lots of artists now who may know them before they name what they name now. Like a Bushman, when he named Junior Melody. Much people never knew him then. Then he became Junior Buckley before he became Bushman.
Okay.
Right? Jepta McClymont, New Shannon, beat him McCabe long before he become who he is now.
Okay.
And one time when I was in the army, hence the Sojie, and that's where it come from. I was actually a trained soldier.
Okay.
The Jamaica Defense Force.
Okay.
So I don't know fake name. So when someone I said fake.
Oh, Sojie. Okay.
I said I served 7 years. And I can remember one time I actually took Michael Rose to Channel 1 studio. Because Michael Rose was in a curfew, couldn't get to go doing record. I took him out of the curfew, come in the pampas. Then drive him up to Channel 1 and he voiced Plastic Smile, General Penitentiary. Guess who's coming to dinner? Abash.
Black Over,
We have that unmixed.
Wow.
Because Sojie Hamilton, who did the songs, him was an ex-soldier. One of the greatest engineers of Jamaica, nobody talk about, because he actually did training in music school in the UK for 4 years.
Okay.
So he can actually lead an orchestra by the qualification.
Wow.
So he went away for 4 years studying music. Nobody talk about him. One of the greatest.
Okay.
Nobody tell you. So I used to dabble from studio to studio. Pentos, this, that, everywhere. Up and down in the army career. And then, you know, through that time you get to know certain things. As a soldier, first person bring aces in our park camp, Sturgey having an up park camp. We do all sorts of things.
So how far did you go in terms of your musical career when you were
Not far. Just going to dances, getting to meet the right people at the right time. So I know Donovan Jermaine long time, I know most of the producers.
Okay, yeah.
So being a soldier gave me that. I got Tubbies to sit down and chat to Tubbies. So that's what it did. But being in a song, no, wasn't. Apart from Nego, so will always be part of. I Canada was awesome.
Did you play any other sounds in Jamaica at the time?
No.
Just Negus.
Just the little Negus and the little things that we do as sound. So that's the Jamaica part time. So my involvement in sound system and reggae music goes far, far back.
Mm-hmm.
And me studied to the point that we can tell you some stories about different aspects of the business.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so my Jamaica side of it now, like Sojie said, for all those who don't know, by the way, we are cousin, and I mean no second or third or fourth.
I didn't know you was cousin.
All right, we are first cousin. When
Brother.
Okay.
That's right. So I was born here in England.
Okay.
But I went to Jamaica when I was 9 months old. And the house where I got to was my grandmother's house where Sojie they already live.
Oh, so you're in St. Thomas as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, I don't lie. Well, Sojie brother and me are the same age. Very similar age, few months apart. So we grew up together more like brother more than cousin.
Mm-hmm.
We swap shoes, we wear same shoes, whatever, 1 foot or one foot or the other.
Yeah.
As so me and Trilla grew, which is Sojie's brother. So my musical experience started out every summer holiday or every holiday, Christmas, summer, every time school break up, me used to the back of Yallas. Yeah, because we live upon side, which is still Yalla, which are just like about 2 miles up the road. But every holiday, every time school break up, most weekends, me end up back at Yalla.
So are you on the same sound?
No.
Negus?
Me much younger than him. A little bit younger, much younger. No, well, as you know, in a them age group there, 6 years is a big, 6 years between me and Sojie.
Okay, yeah.
And 6 years them time there as youth, a big gap that
is a big gap, yeah.
When me at 6, Sojie at 12, enough a whole heap of gap that.
Yeah.
So when Sojie them start, we are baby.
Plus for social circles, it's
Different as well.
Okay, yeah.
So what used to happen with me and sound now, I was never really into the music side. I like playing the tunes.
Okay.
When Sojie them I head down to Yapland or Trap, any one of the land them are Yallas. Yallas Primary School, enough dance used to go on down there. When Sojie I head down there with film tape for tape, me and Trilla just used to go around there and look on speaker box. We used to do that from the sound and unload. So with them days sound I reach from 10 o'clock in the morning. So you used to say, we'll leave a little youth and them things around there. That was me. I always wondered when the sound and unload come, I say what box them I use, what amp them I use.
So did you knew you had your calling as an engineer from them time?
From them time, them love music. My father is...
them a dabbler.
Well, I just go for say that. My father is what we call a tinkler. Him pull down anything and put it back together. Yeah. So me and Bagger, we grew up with that same kind of mentality.
Okay.
So remember one time we pull down...
Is Bagger around? Bagger is his brother.
Yeah, is Bagger there as well?
Yeah, man, Bagger. Me and Bagger...
Yeah, Bagger grew up.
Me and Bagger... There's 4 brothers of us. Me and Bagger the 2 youngest. Yeah. And right through our whole life, me and Bagger they together. Straight. Even to now, as people we know.
Yeah.
Them see Bagger, them see me, them see Bagger. My youth and Bagger youth, them are more like
I didn't realize at one point.
That's how the connection goes. So Bagger did their own them. Bagger never too much into the music side. And Bagger more was into the driving. Okay. Bagger drive car from about 8 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, because my father is a man when go down a Sojie mother bar, go drink and junk. A Bagger and me have to drive him home. All right, that's how it works.
Okay, yeah.
So the music side and the system side of it, me know that from day one. So that was gonna be me. Pull down my father gramophone and put it back together. Sometime leave out some parts, it don't work the way it's supposed to work. You get too beaten, but you have to pull it back down and put it back together again. So you learn. As for the music side of things though, our musical knowledge come from Sojie Mother Bar. Because when me done there with my father, Sojie mother run the bar, all of them friend, then you should just give with the money. If you go put in the jukebox and punch music. So we are
you had to know what.
We are select music for them from them time. That's how our musical knowledge come about with old school, old music. Them time they are scan, the old people.
So what was your first affiliation with the sound?
First affiliation with sound is when I leave St. Thomas and moved to St. Mary. And started to go to St. Mary High School. We had a son from Robbinsby named Black Lion.
Okay.
Yeah, and Clarky family, they had a minibus. I used to be on the minibus, like work on the minibus. So every time the sound play out, I was around them and help learn to string up. That's from high school days. So that's the first sound me actually go up and go learn to string up. Black Lion sound from Robbinsby, St. Mary.
And did you have any other sounds that you
Godfather sound from Highgate, St. Mary. I used to like go around and just around with them. Me and the guys that were around the sound was good friends, but I wasn't really affiliated with. But my first sound where me learn for string up and learn about how box work and them thing, there was Black Lion from Robbinsby. Jack Ruby again was another one where we had a farm in St. Mary, so my father used to deliver chicken and eggs all over the country. One of the main places was Ocherius. Yeah, and as you know, Jack Ruby come from Ochi. We used to deliver to a bakery directly opposite Jack Ruby lawn. So every time my father go Ochi, me want to go with him because when him go, him always stay there, so go drink 2 juice and everything for a good 2 hours. Them to give me time in a Jack Ruby lawn for go learn little things as a little youth. So that was another experience for me.
Jack Ruby at the time was a top song.
Top song.
We're talking 70s, 80s?
80s,
okay.
80s, early 80s. Yeah, late 70s to early 80s. Yeah, Jack Ruby, me tell man already, when it come to heavyweight, Jack Ruby was my heavyweight sound of all time. When it come to quality, Sojie remember this, Mellow Canary. A sound used to come at Rissy's Theatre. Keith used to run a theatre, Yalas named Rissy's. Mellow Canary playing there every year without fail. Sweetest sound you will ever hear. Trust me, and them kind of thing that me learn about mids and tops quality, overall quality. And my inspiration, them definitely be with me there today.
Okay. So take me to the point at which you've migrated to the UK now. Did you come here at the same time?
No, Sojie for a couple of years.
From 84. Arrived in 84, bring lots of music with me. I leave my music, bring all of my dub plate them. But at the time, you never have special. Like we know it now, you have dub plates, which is tunes and nobody else can play.
Pre-release,
Yeah, that we used to do. So I came to England, loved the music, like I become the music and it didn't take me long before we get involved with that song. Because what happened, when we reached in 84, April, by the November of that year, we do a knock one, then a man knock the door and say, I want to send me to you. So he said to him, here, so you play sound, I hear this. Can you join the sound? That is Enterprise sound.
Enterprise sound, right. It's a Qualitex based sound, Bristol based sound.
Yes.
Okay.
Giant Enterprise sound. That was the first sound I joined. And basically, Enterprise was a root sound known for that. But me change that, because I'm a rubber dub man.
Yeah.
Me change that and turn it into a rubber dub sound. So me start the Enterprise sound. And well.
How was your style received, coming from Jamaica with...
Me bring a style where, to be, if people honest, I mean, really, this is my time to talk.
Yeah.
The style when me bring never there, because when me arrived in England in 84, especially in Bristol, I'm mostly root sound.
Okay.
So me never used to that music. The kind of roots I can hear, me never know it. And the lovers rock when I can hear, never know it. England.
Yeah, the English lovers rock. Yeah,
so that was what was happening when I arrived. Me change that with rubber dub. Me start playing the rubber dub, Jamaica style rubber dub.
Yeah.
So me bring that brand to Bristol. Me believe, and nobody can tell me nothing.
Well, I'll add to that. So Sojie came here 84, Giant Enterprise.
Yeah.
I came here 86, which is the same year Sojie and Mellow and Swing farm Qualitex.
And that's the year I was born.
Yeah. Right. So that's when Qualitex was formed. The
Okay, so
summer of
Qualitex
86.
is formed.
The summer of 1986.
Okay, take me to that.
But before we get to this,
Okay.
with the enterprise thing, as me say, we're gonna do it. But one thing we know, right? Playing enterprise sound. Me bring a style to it. That was all right, but to me, it never really gravitated yet in Bristol.
Did you have a lot of diasporans in Bristol?
Not at the time when me
Okay.
arrived. I would see myself as the new arrival of Jamaicans because Jamaicans arrived before me, but most of them had settled here for a long time. So me never know about blues and something. England, we can't know.
So we're talking about the Windrush generation. They'd
Yes.
settled here.
Them second and
They've got their roots.
So when me arrived from England, my first night then take me to a blues them call it.
Yeah.
When that is place, we can't touch the roof. In Jamaica, we have big dancer.
Yeah.
So I think at the time, we're still never ready for my way.
Mm-hmm.
But me kind of, nurture that. It started to develop. But because I wasn't like the owner of the sound, there were some things in middle one that I never feel.
Yeah.
I didn't get the energy for do. And at the time,
So you didn't have the creative control over it?
no, I never have the control at all. And
Yeah.
there was an incident when we do a show, and it seemed to me like the man when it belonged to the sound, never really want me to take on that. And me just kind of feel like, time for move. So I said to Mellow, that is Mellow you remember that about Negos Land?
Yeah.
Mellow is Negos' younger brother.
Okay.
And Jimmy Swing is the other brother. So Jimmy Swing, Mellow, Kutty, and Barbara, they all go to one of them. Because their brother, the bigger one named Parry.
Okay.
And my older brother Lance.
Yes.
Okay, so everything connect. Yeah.
So Mellow came from Jamaica, 85.
Yeah.
And Swing came the year before or something.
Yeah.
And Baga.
And Baga. They all
85.
came. So when we do enterprise, we never feel settled. But they feel like more people around me will understand our style.
Your style, yeah.
And how we play music.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when we decide after some disagreements between me and them, and we decide, nah. So I call Mellow and they say, listen, we have to build one song.
Mm-hmm.
So we sit on a flat right across the road. So never forget, the flat is just across there. That was Mellow's flat. I was sitting on the flat and so we'll build a little song. So the first thing we come, what will you call it? And we talk and I say, Negos tell we always to go for quality. We need to go for something with quality.
So we're in 86 now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Hence the name Qualitex. We wanted something. We never want a song with a Rasta name because we were the Rastas.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give that name, we want a name with neutral. So that means we can entertain any which we want. Soul, reggae, whatever.
Yeah.
That's why we choose that name. And that was no accident.
So when you chose that name, had you started building the physical sound system yet?
No, man.
So you're just talking quality in terms of quality of music.
The concept.
The concept.
I
Yeah.
have enough tune. I bring music with me.
Yeah.
Plus, I have music with me to buy with me a part of enterprise.
Yeah.
So I have the songs. What we have is a sound. This is what we have. So we decide to call a sound Qualitex. And we me and Mellow, then we invite Swing, who's Mellow's brother, who was also part of enterprise.
Okay, yeah.
He said to him, we have a build a sound. You come with? And he said, yes, to enjoy the team. So me, Mellow, and Swing. The first thing we did, and this is how the sound come about, we don't have no sound, and we don't get the sound. At the time, we never reasonably decent job. So we have a credit card. So we're going to Tandy. They will have a shop named Tandy. We sell speakers. And
realistic, all the realistic brand equipment.
Yes.
Tandy sell.
Yes.
Okay.
The max me card and buy 2 little speaker box and 1 little amp. And that's how Qualitex start. We have
2 speaker box and that. Yeah.
1 little amp.
Okay.
And we decide to run. So the first time, I'll never forget, the first time we played, the funny thing was we play one night, test the sound, and we feel like, yeah, we're ready for the little party, a party sound. So we played on, so unfortunate that the first party we ended up playing with another sound was the sound that was running the place at the time.
Okay.
Playboy sound.
Okay.
Playboy was the sound at the time. Don't mess about that. Because their style was a Lovers Rock brand.
Yeah.
And they had everybody.
Woman.
Yes.
Like son.
So we took them the first time we played Playboy, and lo and behold, after about half an hour, the sound took about up. We sound passed down.
Is this in a blues or is this in a venue?
Oh, it's blues. Oh, it's blues.
Okay.
House party.
Yeah.
The amount of boo when we take that night was busy. Because we just come out, right? And we come out as Qualitex, the yard man sound.
Yeah.
So the expectations are high.
From our point of view, for them, there was no expectation at all.
Okay.
They always believed that, we never really match up to what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
Because the music alone, they were playing the music that was loved here.
Yeah.
Right? So we won the pressure and we go back to the drawing board and we eventually evolve with a liquor sound. And how we end up getting that break, me know that. It got so tense because me didn't get my liquor ratings playing Enterprise and me start,
Yeah.
we had to have a clash. We had a clash, marshals, right? We were second and organize a clash in this very building.
Okay.
The small Qualitex versus Playboy. For money, that was a money clash.
Okay.
And I saw we won that clash. Mm-hmm. And the reason why we win it, we have a friend here in London and all the place at turn up. We brought a style to that dance we never seen in Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
Play some dub plate to nobody, because we played dub plate at the time. Because at the time, we had played dub plate.
Do you remember the dubs that you were playing at the time?
Do
you remember the dub plates that you were playing at the time?
We can't tell you one specific dub we never forget. We don't have a big name artist. We don't have about naming a song.
Yeah.
We have web artists at St. Thomas. He was artists at Colonel Lydie. Lydie give me a tune with Kutty Faada Sojie. Soundboy, please move your ass and let Daddy Qualitex pass. Never forget that. When we play that tune, man, I will play a padan to man, killing off a soundboy. So we play some things and go on some things. By then, there was a set of girls in Bristol who start gravitate to the yard thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happened with Qualitex sound, not only did we bring the sound and the music, the following we have Woolver friend in London. They used to come to the city now.
So you're bringing that swag in here.
Yeah. And then we brought Asher World. We first bring Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Yes. And that
we're talking these are
it is
late 80s. This is when Goldfinger's just come from Yard.
Yes. Yes, that's how we know him. And so when we start make the transition to Bristol now, we ended up being fortunate in that Jimmy Swing was part of the sound, get a place on Campbell Street. And everybody have the liquor blues. We turn that into the yard place. So every man will come to Bristol, that's the thing.
Straight to Campbell Street.
Campbell Street. So when artists come, Campbell Street at the after party.
Okay.
So we start build that yard vibes now. Mm-hmm. And it's target. What till one time, I threw the window, me for while for going to the house. I can't go to the door with ram.
So had you adapted to the English lovers rock style as well? Given that it'll take a couple meeting and
man, play everything.
The only thing we never really get too deep into is the English brand of roots.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The roots and dub. The roots and dubs.
Man. We get that, we perk that, and then the microphone thing and all of that. Right? Mm-hmm. That was what we bring to the table. So we then became the sound where every man who, especially the yard man from London, when they come to the city, or artists, they always find it. I mean, never forget when Sugar Mine had come with youth promotion.
Youth promotions, yeah.
We have a little sound and go take it out of the house. I was showing up in our house in Eastern. That's when we first meet Daddy Freddie. Because Daddy Freddie never did an accident then.
Okay.
And we force him for God as well. Wow. That's really talented.
Okay.
So Sugar Miner and him crew, Yami Bowl, and the whole of them, we are playing our house on our Eastern, I mean, I tell you. And that's so now. So every time we get the yard artists that is in the city, when Pinchers come, all of them. So the sound start grow and grow.
Mm-hmm.
And then just before the arrival of Kutty them now, one night we get a dance down there, so one place down the road there, so we string up with a little sound in soup. I show them in a super mix. I'm busy. When I tell you the man English sound kicking, I start kicking now with music, the sound of the man them are using. I feel like the sound now go on too, but people used to say we have so much, sound on the bass and that. We really never have no sound.
Who built the first sound?
Jimmy Wallman built the second set of boxes we had.
Mm-hmm. He was a carpenter.
Like a white man over one place over Trinity Road.
Steve. Big up Steve. Big up Steve.
Steve first ample we call Tin Pan Louis. Yeah. We have two little 50, double 50 you have there.
Okay, yeah.
And that's how we start with like a thing. I would brave with it too, Because we take on some little thing, but we use the artistry and the Jamaica thing. And then, the girl them love the yard man them. And enough of them with that wrong, we like Zion them man. And the man they come in them bush.
Yeah.
Enough gold and red. So that take the whole place. And then the whole transition to the Jamaica style and the Jamaica dressing and the brand start evolve when the Rose then start promoting so.
Okay.
So that one night we play a song in Super Mix in our house down the road. So I may tell you it's a busy when the man in turn and they lick a song. Then I tell you. When all the man in touching eyes, you're not mad. The man give you some kick with the sound, man. You make it look like you're not try.
Yeah.
But we are whole because we have the music.
Yeah.
When them never have. Them just never have that. So we are whole. I may tell you the next day we meet and we say, why, I tell you, we are going to need to do something about the song.
So that was the kick that made you
That
decide.
kick made. So what happened now? Listen to all this work. That kicking was like the Friday. The Sunday, we them in the house. And they do it now. I want me to do it. At the same brother when I play the song.
Okay.
If not, they do what I'm saying. Sojie, want to join on the song now. I say, you want everything we have? And he say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, him and his son had a breaking up. So he took what belonged to him. And then joined Qualitex.
Okay.
So that's what Skater, the engineer, we call dog is. No, Skater, they bring.
Studio Mix them, the name, and a Super Mix. Studio Mix.
They brought to us something that made us move from like here to there. Because when Skater joined the son and bring that.
So the Studio Mix was based in Bristol as well.
Man, it was a Bristol song, but they weren't playing more than them play. But when it comes to the song where they have, that's what we wanted and got it.
Let me tell you what them bring. Because Sojie now tell you, they bring a thing where we call Mama.
Yes.
Which is a preamp.
Okay.
Where Skater brother Bill.
Yes, man.
And me not care when nobody wants it. Sorry Tobies, sorry Mastec, sorry Sage, everybody. That preamp are the baddest preamp in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, Ren more about my preamp.
So how many boxes have you got at this time?
At the time we have couple because they bring some super 15 woofer.
Yeah.
And that's when me know and Kutty teach me. Whenever I hear the bass, we felt it.
Yeah.
When because I was on long show them bringing up. So when in this building we used to play a lot. When you stand up all out, it's at that time you feel. That's Skater the bad enough.
Yep.
Trust me, when I talk about the youth, bad enough.
Yeah.
Engineer-wise. We call him dog ears, golden finger. And that's what separated us, I believe, from the rest when it comes to the sound.
When it comes to the sound.
Yeah, man. The man that plays.
So you've put the quality in Qualitex now.
Well, if it, just to give you an example, 1991, Mill Youth Center, Stone Love. First time Stone Love play at Bristol. That was the first, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. When we, Qualitex sound, our sound from Manchester.
Stereophonic, yeah, I remember Stereophonic.
Yeah.
Bad
Stereophonic, a big sound, bad sound. Stereophonic string up with probably about 12 bucks.
12? Him have 12 at the back and 6 at the front.
6 at the front. Whole heap of box. And we have 6 bucks.
6 bucks. 4
on at the back and 2 in the small part at the front.
Yeah.
And Weepo, remember, Weepo and Rory walking at the dance. And the promoter tell them, say, that sound there you have to go play upon that a Stereophonic. And like Rory will go over there and Weepo stop him and say, hold on. And put on the record box them near the door. And stand up and say, them I'll listen to two round first. So then listen Stereophonic play. And then listen Qualitex play. Weepo touch Rory and say, over there so we are go. That little sound there, that's how we are go. Wow. And over our sound and complete.
In fact, when it comes...
So how many boxes have you got strung up at this time? 6 versus 12?
12, no. 18.
Wow.
In the first part where we have 2, them have 6.
Yeah.
When we broke over and said to Skater, test it in the ear. And Skater put them, never forget the rhythm and put on. And that's in the tune, that's the version. Input on and repo say, all right, I so rest it.
Yeah.
That time, one of the amp side blew, but nobody knew. So Skater brother, why is that happen? They must fix it. But nobody know. But what Weepo said, and me have it on cassette, me used to know. So you know for the sound of come to England, God know me, I tell you, when I come here and use a little sound and name Qualitex, so the baddest thing me hear from me come here. Me still have that. So me play that now as an intro. Because me I tell you that night, the man they say they hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Because Stereophonic can play like you want to take out the roof off of the building. At one stage, the sound almost burned.
Say it was quality over.
Just quality ones. Hey, the quality was it. And we put endorse with that night. So when I come and sound, if I want to come and make sure you come check the sound. We have that testimony now after. Because when the song move on, which we're going to later, Qualitex set their seal, because total of endorse with that night.
Okay.
And from that time, there's no song from Jamaica will come in England during the 90s when I
play a power song.
Every song, Body Gear, Bass Odyssey, Fire Links, Tony Mataran. In the 90s, I mean, a month upon an interview or the dance thing that slope in the 90s. For them. Not for we in Bristol. In the 90s, we play almost every weekend. We used to left Bristol on a Monday. Sometimes we don't come back till Friday. And we, at one stage, I play in a London, in the areas of London, when London sound can go.
So tell me, when was the first time you the sound played at Bristol Carnival?
We have played Carnival. The first time we played in Bristol Carnival was 1987. The year after we did this.
Oh, the year after. Did you string? Well, at this time, I'm guessing you hadn't. Is this the liquors?
No, by that time we had some scoops. With skater by
we have the scoop. We have some scoop.
In fact, no, we never get them there yet. We use some reflex at the time.
Okay.
And I remember where we played was the back of Jim's in their flat. Right? And the fascination again wasn't so much the sound in terms of the bigness and power.
It was quality.
Juggling and the rating. Plus, as I said to you, most of the people we didn't know. Zion and when they come to Carnival, them always end up at full ends. I was the first person who put a jerk pan jump out of Carnival.
Wow.
I've never seen it till the rate. Till all the TV people come and say, what is that?
Right, stick up pin right there.
Okay, yes. The first 97 Carnival was our official Carnival debut. We actually have our own little sound.
Okay.
Melody father was a carpenter, so we built a couple box. And we did that Carnival. I don't remember if we have skated then. He come a little bit later, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, it was a jerk chicken band. We draw the attraction that year. Okay. Nobody never saw one like that, to be honest. I'm serious. Nobody never see it like that. So, but what we had at the time was the following we had. Because when Carnival, the whole of the London man, them, who we didn't know from Yellas, are here. So White is side, and they come in lots of them. And once thing start, Carnival people patrol. They always end up where we were because of the way we play. Because I said to you, we want to play like that at the time. Unless it's another song from another city, as a Bristol song. Now, me hear open man talk. But we, as Qualitex Sound, introduce Bristol to the style of playing we bring here. Because when we come, nobody knows that. And then nobody dispute that, come and have a conversation with me. That's why we bring the yard flavor. Okay. And it start to evolve and grow. Because more people now start to take on to it. And that's what happened.
Okay.
So that's what happened. So that was the advent of our Carnival. And I thought, so yeah, that's where we started Carnival, 97. And I think we were there.
87.
87,
okay.
And then, carry on. 88 was my first trip back to Jamaica. Since we come in 84. So we spent the first 4 years before we go back there. And then when we go back to Jamaica 88, it started then change completely again. Because we go back and bring back songs. You reach Jamaica, the first week we reach Migrating. You said that right?
No.
Yes.
Well, it's fine. Fine. You could.
Yes, you could. The second week now, me buy songs. Tidy up the speech. Yeah, because, me start studio to studio.
Yeah.
Just be a dub plate. Yeah. So when we reach back to England, it's a next level gone.
Okay.
And by that time, the sound start grow, people start giant. So we had me, swing, mellow, skater. But you know how you first are chin.
We first.
Right.
We
So
first.
Baga, Kutty.
Me and Baga the move down back to Bristol about 80. I want to say 89. Something
Yeah. But
like
only
that.
doing it before. Because
But
it
even
was
before we always every weekend we leave Birmingham. Me and Baga when we came here we live in Birmingham.
Okay.
Yeah, so every weekend we drive come Bristol. My brother Lance, we used to take Lance car and drive come get 2 speeding ticket. But through him, he was a policeman and could write off them speeding ticket. But yeah, me and Baga used to come down every weekend anyway from from 87 onwards. Yeah, every weekend we're down there. And then Baga moved on. I think it was about 89, 90. Baga moved to Bristol, and then me moved to London 91 when me and Chin link up, Junior Chin, the link up then, and used to come. Obviously, Chin was part of the sound by then as well.
Okay.
So we used to travel down every weekend. Our Qualitex used to the London every weekend. What if we know in a London, if we know the Bristol, Qualitex the London, one we are the other. That's through the early 90s. That's how it used to run straight.
And Chin, I met him through music. Chin give me a dub plate in a music house. That's how me get to know him. I see him sing one carnival. And then we get introduced to him in Bill Dub for it. But and then Chin joined Asha World, because Chin was part of the Asha team.
Okay.
And then when he left Asha, he joined Qualitex. So Chin was one of the originals.
Yeah. So
And then Qualitex was like the college for the way, because lots of the young like Lashes, a lot of them pass through. Lion, all of them mentioned at one stage. You know, most of the youth them now start gravitate to the yard thing.
Yeah.
Right? And as so now our sound became sort of popular because the music and the vibes of that style, right? Change the whole place. Everybody start to evolve to that.
reel off some name of some of the MC them with the pan Qualitex sound from
gosh.
Sugar them, the whole of them.
Long, what heap of you? It would be almost every youth where I said now, we make a thing or make a name out of it at some stage. If they're never been part of the sound, they used to follow the sound.
Yeah, man.
That's a fact.
So what was the first major sort of engagement with another sound? Your first big, what your classes?
A big
Your
clash.
major dance, yeah, your first major clash dance.
Well, in Bristol, we did a whole clash.
Only clash within
But
Bristol.
we never clashed.
But I mean, when you started going out there on a national level, because Qualitex is an international.
We never get to that
It's an
stage yet.
international. Oh, okay,
We
okay.
never reach a say. We do the whole like Bristol things, and we used to do a Monday night thing at Newport.
Yeah.
Every Monday night we used to clash. But it wasn't like the name brand ones. Let me be honest with that. It was the big name, the
The
sounds.
sound from up
We play
Skippy and
We
Lick.
play enough like a sound, and we had enough like a confrontation, but we never actually built Qualitex as a clash sound.
Okay.
This is what is problem. But we end up, as you know, now
How did you end up there?
in the clashing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we reached there yet. I just know we became a sound that got so recognized, as me tell you. Because you know busy me tell you this. Yes, you can't have the plates around the world. You have to have charisma. You have to have friendship. You have to know all of that. All of that comes with being a sound. Right? If people don't like you, you're not going to make it. And me tell you already, there was a time when we play London, in a place like London, when I think London sound no go. Right? So one of the things about Qualitex sound that separates us from everybody else, me and business who want to hear this. We have never had a situation where we have incidents with sounds or quarrel between us as a crew. People come and people leave.
Yeah.
We never have a situation where people leave and sound break up. No. And I can't recall in my history as Qualitex, where we have war with a sound to the point where it get that way.
And we never have, like Sojie said, we go places where other sound couldn't go, or other people can't go.
That's right.
We go anywhere. When we go London, we go east, west, north, south London, anywhere go play. In some ghetto where people say, really, I carry your sound, go there, so. And we are say, yeah, why?
Yeah.
We go anywhere go play. Anywhere go. Manchester, when Mass Side was Mass Side. The same stereophonic, them all, we go up a Mass Side, go play in a Mass Side. A man I say, I go Mass Side, go play. Them time the Mass Side was Mass Side, no-go eras.
Do you think that being music men, being a sound man, being around the sound system kind of kept you away from any potential danger that came in these kind of...
Something that's
I've traveled to some places where...
The difference with us, and this is something for people to know, sound was one side of us. Mm-hmm. Because sound, Sojie, they know me that way. The professional, Madu, they don't know. So sound was just me. We're sound, but we have a different life as well.
Yeah.
And out of that other life, that's
we gain a whole respect.
So do you think you brought some corporate elements to sound system?
Yeah, yes. We have that.
Yes.
And in the 90s, when we tell you about now, there is no sound we come to Bristol we never had to play with Qualitex. Never. Every major sound that by the time Kutty arrived, we had by far one of the best sounds in the country. Mm-hmm. And therefore, every time a man do a show down here, he must call one of us. Ask any one of the big sound. Sojie, King Tubby's, Coxsone, Saxon, V-Rocket, Love Injection. Right? Every sound. Jamaica, Bodyguard, Firelings, Mataran, Stone Love, many times. Because Stone Love was like every year. Mm-hmm. We and them. Even the man who used to do Stone Love, him have a sound and I still have a sound. Mm-hmm. So a sound became the sound. Right? So Jamaica-wise, if a man hit the city, or people talk about this city. Mm-hmm. And that is what sometimes make me feel a bit like some man don't want to talk it like it is. Qualitex sound put this city on the map as it goes with nowadays sound.
Yeah.
What we do back in the days, fine. Me not take that from you, but map-wise, and me not talk about just England. Me talk about international.
Worldwide.
Yeah, if you say Bristol, that's the first thing I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, and because every sound that came to this country, as long as in tour and come to Bristol, guarantee we're on that bill. If we're not on the bill, then we'll go hire the sound. If we're not doing that, then we'll come through the radio with me. Me a part of the radio. Mm-hmm. Me a part of the interview. At one time, me interview every artist who come to the city. Even if it's a next man a radio show, then call me for the interview.
All right. If you see the tone where Sojie take a while ago when him say him no business who want vex when him said that. But me give you a history behind why Sojie said that. You yourself know you experienced it recently. Yeah, busy. We're not going to go in another part. Yeah. But even though we there Bristol from like Sojie there from 84, Qualitex farm from 86. So that's what, 35 years now, if I get that right?
I'm 35 this year.
Right, so 35 years now, we there Bristol I represent Bristol. Do you know that up to this day, there's certain element, people in a certain areas that Bristol will still see we as an outsider? Mm. We not come from Bristol.
We are not Bristol.
We are not Bristol. So
is it because you're from... You're born in Bristol?
You're born in London?
No, I'm born in London. London
okay.
born. Yeah. But even so, people still not see it as... Because... when them go back to the history, back in the history of what Bristol sounds were, them see them man as born and grow at the sound Billy or whatever. But if you ask them, my argument is your parents they come from the Caribbean, them not come from Bristol. You might have born here, some of them still never born there, but them still not see we as Bristol.
Do you think that's a problem that a lot of diasporan sounds will face?
Yes.
Not just as a Bristol thing. If you go London, the yard man them have the same.
It's slightly different in London because there's so much sound.
Because it's so big.
Yeah, it's much. But Bristol is a city that it relishes its history to the point where you don't recognize people who make the contribution.
You make the contribution.
Yeah, because it still wouldn't. And even to this day, there's still just, now we have people who do what we do now. But back in the day, we were the only ones doing it the way we did.
The way we do it.
So which sound from Bristol would you say was working parallel with
at the time?
in terms of changing the cult?
The younger songs like Ghetto Force and them.
Yeah.
When Lashes they start with.
Yeah, that are later part of the
sound
90s.
You understand?
Yeah.
Mabraka.
And these are influenced by Qualitex.
Mabraka, I will mention Mabraka, because me hear about Mabraka from me start come at Bristol. And they were probably the only one where did I do it that style.
That's right.
Yeah. But then you start get man like where Tony Brown sound name again.
Oh, Raiders 32.
Raiders 32.
They started as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Raiders 32. Because when we come here, Raiders 32, they dip on a different level. But then in the late 80s, them start move on the same level where Qualitex on that rubber dub
In
vibes.
fact, at the time, they had more dub plays than we had.
Yes,
Raiders
definitely.
32, before Tony Brown died. Right? Tony
Yeah,
Brown.
man.
If Tony Brown was still around, Raiders 32 would be a song to reckon with.
In the whole of
I tell
England.
you.
Trust me. They would.
They would not move mountains and they were going to
Yeah.
go. Tony unfortunately passed away at Jamaica.
So at that time, you had sounds like, your Keeper Negus, your Love Injection,
Yes.
your V-Rockets,
Yes.
your Saxons, your King Tubbies and them sounds.
Yes.
Looking across the country, did you feel the need to sort of step up to that level?
We did.
We did.
In the sense that we stepped up to the level, and when we say step up, they put us on that level because they recognize and value what we did.
Yeah.
And as you remember Carnival you talk about.
Yeah.
There was a time, when that street down there, so we named Denby Street.
Denby Street.
Ask any man about Carnival and Denby Street. Ask any man, say, what are they? When they came to Carnival, that was the street.
So you think Carnival did a lot for...
Yes.
That's man.
Yeah.
Qualitex.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, man. When people come to
100%.
Carnival, man, let me tell you.
100%. Yeah, you have certain crew we can name, but we just name one, the British Link Up crew.
Yeah, man.
British Link Up
Every
crew
year.
would never come a carnival
I
and
don't
go
find it.
anywhere but Denby Street.
Wow. Yeah, man. Denby Street was the
And
place.
we give Briggy and Timmy Lou due for that
Yeah.
because that was their spot,
street.
but them put whip on that street
Every year.
every year.
And we used to have
people come
guest
there so
songs
for that.
Yeah, man. That street, there was the street, man.
Yeah, man.
Everywhere, every year.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, till we took a break. And we took that break because certain things changed. And we
Okay.
decided, it did get too, so we said, look,
Certain
here.
little incidents happen and things like that.
But that was at Carnival, man.
Yeah,
Trust me.
hot.
And them time the Carnival keep you on 3 days. It's not like no. Carnival start from the Wednesday. And we out there from the Wednesday. We had talk so busy. From the Wednesday night, you up there.
Yeah.
I run it. When we used to do Camber Street now, we come out of the house 12 o'clock one day,
Yeah.
Never realize the daylight,
Yeah,
when we
because the
start
window
in the
them
Camber
black
Street,
out
I
with
remember
black bag.
At the time, I wanna select, So me I tell the youngster them, me start from 9 o'clock, I ask Kutty, I'll 10 the next day, me still run it. Me one.
So over time, there've been a lot of community issues where. How did you overcome the problems that came from the authorities where violence in dancehall was concerned? How did you...
We never had that problem. This is what I said to you. There is an aspect of sound system culture that means you get certain respect. So we have it. Don't get me wrong. There are incidents when we play whenever dance. There was a period in England when things weren't incidents. There was an era when the blam blam used to go on when that was like nothing.
Yeah.
And we can't tell you when I had to play in that building or at Malcolm X Center.
Did you get any negative press from the dancehall scene?
We get negative press in the context of when some negative things happen.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
As a sound, we
sound.
never had a tag that followed us which says that song can't play. We've never had that. Because we balanced it. And that's why I tell you, we were never really a class sound. So when we played,
just sound that can clash.
yes,
Can clash.
and we were always not in clashes like that. We always play with the Stone Love thing. We would never say, well, we are Stone Love clash. No.
We play a tune for tune.
A juggle.
So what would you say was your biggest rivalry? over the years?
Rivalry.
The people in
Any sound that you've
As
had,
in clash.
any
Unique
sound that
style.
any sound that you've had a notable rivalry.
Bristol.
It could be Bristol.
Every
it could
song,
be,
man. Every song was a rivalry.
So everybody want to keep. Everybody want to keep Qualitex.
Yeah, everybody, right? All right, right now there's two young well, we don't call them young, but there's two selectors around right now. We are going with them thing and have a little name for themselves, and one sound them want to kill, and no Stone Love, no Addis, no Qualitex them want.
They want to kill me.
Can you mention what
Sojie.
They want
to kill Sojie.
You can't tell me the sound. You can't mention the sound name.
Yeah, man, they mention they want to kill us.
Mention.
I'm
And Gorilla Movement.
They want to kick off from a long time.
Yeah, they want the two of them want to kill Sojie.
Never get killed from them, so that well, they can't do it again.
I mean, so you don't shy away from
From clashes.
from clashes even
Back in the day?
with the young boy.
No.
And even now.
No.
All right, one of the things where I don't know if we're going to get really fit talk about everything, but one of the things where me, when it comes to the sound building thing, yeah, me build sound for whole heap of sound. Even if me not build the whole sound, me advise them or supply them with some equipment or something. One thing me pride myself on is helping the younger sound them to come through. Yeah. No matter who it is, any young sound, me will help them for follow the right track, get the right equipment, build the right sound. Yeah. But when it comes to the clashing side of things, yeah, you have some sound where you just want to kill Sojie. Not necessarily kill Qualitex, but Sojie.
Because man, a bad man. I tell you, busy. Maybe some things were different. Yeah. Let me tell you why me personally.
Yeah.
Then for put some respect on my name. All right, even when I'm in a class situation, I get to that situation. But I always come out with a car least expected. But remember that time when Toby's clash, never forget it. I think I bought, Sweden, ask any man. They will tell where you steal it. But take my dub plate off of my turntable, and run go over with stubbies there, And fan website, I put it on turntable. I'm play on fiend turntable.
Because the Tubbies are upset.
Tubbies, man.
Tubbies,
So would you say your charisma has helped you a lot?
That's right. And me don't war with people. Me don't fight. Me don't have that kind of war. Me do things where people least expect. And get away with it. Right? Because me think way ahead. Me create some things in a dance where people might not know. Right? Plus, hear what them don't know. You see artists. Me play some artists, a man used to call pound artists, where I know international superstars. And that me do. So what me used to do, me bring a rhythm, right? Me, at the first man, play dub and cardiac rhythm. Ask any man. When me play that, me used to create a way where me used to use rhythm and play as an artist to make them sound bigger than them is. Remember my first time I play Luciana, sitting here in limbo, and punani rhythm. And the man said, idiot singer that. Remember me tell you that. Idiot singer that. Me say, wait, you so know. So you reach now?
What dub would you say is your most priceless dub?
The biggest dub in terms of money?
I mean, it's just priceless.
Priceless.
My most priceless.
How much you could have paid a grand for it, you could have paid $5, you could have got it for free. When you listen to it, what song would you say? Yeah.
Nancy. Mama Nancy.
Come out at the dance with your cuss.
Is the whole?
Would you say that's a Qualitex anthem?
Yeah, it's the. What do you mean? Let me never hear nobody else speak.
And there's another one too. Enough man no like that one there. Viceroy.
Art made of stone.
Qualitex stuff like stone.
And
we put that on the map, make every sound in England cut it.
Bam. Everybody did that except we. Let me tell you me Vice Tune, which is why we have a name. May always go for a song where nobody else would think about.
That would think to Vice, yeah.
So if a man say, right, we go Vice a Luciano. He go Vice. Like even now, me no work so. Me give artist song for Vice and they say, no man, we can't do that. I say, yeah. Because we used to Vice now we own studio. And we build our own rhythm and do some creativity to the thing.
Yeah.
That's why we survive. Charisma, so nowadays people, a man buy a sizzler. Because I can remember play dance. When I play a sizzler, choose sizzler do the thing, him feel like great.
Yeah.
Remember that happened to Bass Odyssey. Remember the night? And the man make a speech. And I play the Beanie Man. I will kill any pussy, anybody, any miss a man. So we play the night. Ask the line. We play Gash them and like them. Nobody don't know it. Because me did have links with people like Snaggapus. Who ring me and say, me have a tune on boss yet.
AKA Mr. Balance.
Mr. Balance, yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we used to do it. When we Vice Merciless, nobody don't know him. He never really bust out like that. So back in the day, it's not like now, where you can play and name the artist and that make you famous.
Yeah.
It's what you do. And it's equally the same way. With the biggest kill me, get a one song, kill me, you know. In this, you know. Malcolm X, you know.
Yeah.
A brother when they play sound. This sound is a root sound in Equator. I do them thing. Right? Never forget it, Busy. We had do a clash, a knockout competition. From the dance start away. Qualitex, yeah.
Run the thing.
The man who is used to be the caretaker of Malcolm X, this room where we sit down here is named after him.
Evan Bangy Berry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bangy was Equator. Bangy pushed with the selectors. We make a kill one, Sojie. Never forget it. And Bangy put on a song. Me don't know where they get it. Don't ask me. And if me never know custom, that's the first custom me hear. All me know there was a part of the song. It starts as a root song. Dungu, 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 dungu. And you know, a root city with it.
Yeah.
When the song stop and it say Qualitex runway.
That was it.
That was it.
Done. Dance.
The amount of far, Mr. Kutty, it's time to go. There is no recovery from that. There is no way we're going to recover from that.
Dance done.
Dance done. That's all we stay.
Yeah.
Because some people that want, no, we take we kick.
No, we take we kick.
There was
Kick
no
that.
coming back.
Yeah,
I kick that.
That a kick.
Mm-hmm.
Equally, that's what we did. We will do some things. Right? Remember when we play Stone over Billy Slaughter say, your turntable that this is mine. Rhythm for rhythm. And we play a Stone up name next. That was our
and we never get that dub cut as a customer.
No.
You know, the artist just do it.
Yes.
And then call Stone Love
Yes.
every night. Say, I'm going to kill Stone Love.
Yeah.
And we never do it. Slaughter look and say, wait.
It's trickery. When we played, because that I got to before. When we played Gyro, Ricky Trooper birthday, Gyro anniversary.
Black Cat.
Trick
Gyro.
again. Me say, nah, go able to manage this. No, man, we'll find a little way to get around this. Me know my dub box have some fat, big tune. So me play the Earl 16 early.
So these dances weren't billed as clashes, but
No,
you went
no,
there.
no,
being
man,
like
some of them were.
Well, the Gyro one,
Yes.
we knew so that was going to be a clash, no matter what.
Because I'm Black
And there's
Cat,
no way
Gyro.
Gyro, Black Cat,
It's Black
Small
Cat.
Axe,
It's Black Cat, Gyro, Small Axe, right? And Qualitex.
and Qualitex.
So this is when juggling and sound clash weren't exclusively separate.
No.
That's the thing.
Juggling and sound
Yes.
clash.
That's
were
right.
part and parcel. So juggling fans could enjoy a little musical
And
content.
you know you have to step up to the plate. So what you have to do, and I said this before, if a man asks you, have you ever killed love injection? Have you ever this, have you ever that? And I said this at 45 Jacques when we play love injection.
Yeah, which I was.
I didn't kill love injection, but they never killed me.
Okay.
That is the main thing.
Yeah.
And ask anybody, what they remember about the dance, the Viceroy, what it talk about.
Yep.
That tune was large. I mean, the only man that knows me have it that night, you know.
Yeah.
And nobody's not the sound that know. And I say, right, me not tell nobody. Because Melo phone me the day and say, me send a tune for you, like that.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what you do. You make sure when you leave, people remember you. That's what you did at our report.
Yeah.
If they never remember you, they're going to remember you. Because you do something to leave an impact.
Yep.
That's all the little things you may try to enable young selectors them to understand. So you can go into a dance and you don't really have the loads of song where people think, yeah, but you trick people by doing something where they never expect. And put them off of their game.
And get Trooper and Jew.
Yes.
That dance, when Sojie played the Earl 16 there, I know the crowd are Sojie wheel it up, a Trooper come wheel it up,
Yeah, man.
and wheel up the tune and say
dancing.
one other Sony ever hear play that.
That's right.
And him a go cut it tomorrow.
Imagine-
A Trooper say him a go find Earl 16.
Imagine you dance with Ricky Trooper at the time by the baddest. And Ricky
Yeah.
Trooper said, me nah send the line up. Me nah lead. Me play a big tune. Qualitex gonna play a bigger tune. Me play a bigger tune. Him play a bigger tune.
Yeah.
Panther, go home. When me hear that, you can't imagine. I can
Somebody
remember
like
the-
Trooper where I lead
When
clash.
me walking
them
at that
time they
dance,
say
you know,
that.
people are telling me, say, Sojie, you got dead. And when me done that night, remember we play tune for from 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right? So you leave the dance with a notch because you know you come out and everybody remember what you did.
What you did, yeah.
And that's what is important. So yeah, me not go around and tell nobody me kill this and me kill that. What I do, the way me play music, me make people pay me attention. Because me play some tune and cut some tune will never not be classics.
Yeah.
Anytime you hear them, you know that. And then you have a bad sound like what we have. Right? Remember me tell you that. Me don't care who want feel no way. Qualitex Soundsystem. Right? Where Kutty give me if you play. Can me tell him one time. Kutty a man sell sound every day, you know. And we have a sound tonight and tomorrow gone, you know.
Yeah.
They say me don't care what you want to do, you know. As long as when me ready to play, me have a sound we can use, you know.
Yeah.
People will love your dub when your sound play it good.
When it's out, yeah.
Tell you that now. Because when a man are playing dub plate, I ain't no sound good.
Yeah.
You now go feel the
At
same.
the Vice Rider, you ask any of the man them with the love injection, the 45 shop lock, the Vice Rider, every man tell you, so when the baseline drop on the Vice Rider, man with they in the outer smoke, man with they in the tile, every man run come back in and say, what that?
Yeah, man. That's what you play.
Yeah, man.
So the music is the way Missy sound now, and that's why me think it not have the fun when me think it should have. And me I go say this when me said the other night. You cannot clash and be a wicked clash sound unless you know how to juggle.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to juggle, you cannot clash.
You cannot clash, yeah.
Because when you come up on a clash where it's you on the next sound, you have to know for do.
And this is why right now I'm going to take this opportunity to pass the button officially, the clash button on to Hype International to Bristol. Me not care who want vex, but me endorse that.
Sorry, they cut it. After Sojie said people want to kill him, and me, you want
Yes. Take it.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because that brings me to my next question. So we're going to round it up. So the next question is, Qualitex has got a very healthy, great legacy. 35 years. 35 years this year. How do you plan on shadowing another generation of Qualitex selectors to take on Qualitex and keep the legacy going, but more so, as well as you guys came and changed the culture and seeing the new generation of selectors that's there, where does Qualitex stand in terms of a younger generation?
You answer that?
Yes. What? Well, two things we are doing now, and it's twofold. All right? They say the QSS brand, and let me talk the brand. When somebody says QSS, then just know that something is associated to quality.
Yeah.
What they don't know is that there's a company they call Quality Soundsystem, which is QSS.
Yeah.
And that's how branding works. What they don't know is that there's a sound in Gambia named Qualitex Entertainment.
Okay.
So the branding is there worldwide. And when it comes to like the continent of Africa, that branding is always going to be there.
Yeah.
Right? And we nurture people now is through what we do now. We know many young people when we go like Africa, we just call them and then do things around the sound. So that it keeps that As England goes, when the dancehall scene became stagnant, if we put it like that, there was a time when you're right. If you don't start nurture the next generation, then you're in a situation where you need to do that, which is where Dika comes in.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Dika is naturally gifted when it comes to playing music. So if you have a juggling session, me don't worry about that because me can still use a young Dika and other young people do that. So in that sense, I'm also very mindful that the QSS brand, through what Kutty do, is still putting us out there. And then recently when he launched the Roots Vibration with Lion and all that. So there is always going to be a need for us as a sound, as Qualitex, to nurture and create and encourage.
Yeah.
Right? And that is the way forward. So like, if me ever dance, when me know say, right, Dika was select, and me know say, Dika cannot really speak, but we need somebody to support him. Me call you. Or call somebody else.
Yeah, which I worked with Dika.
Yes, me call Hype International, me say, busy. So that Dika gets the confidence to do what him do, knowing that him a backup from somebody else to do what him not do.
Is Dr. Flex still on the sound?
Yes.
So where does Dr. Flex stand? Especially right now where there is a
All right. Let me answer it before you even done ask. Not putting it in any derogatory way or whatever. Dr. Flex is what we call jiggy selector. Because you know some man put name on it. So when it comes to the dance hall, the girl, the broke out business, Dika, even though Dika will juggle, Dika more into the club scene more than the dance hall jiggy scene. Whereas Dr. Flex now, him are the jiggy man. So when if a booking come up and is a jiggy dance, as them call it, because I don't know where else to call it. Yeah. Dr. Flex.
Would you but before you say this is the enabling we talk about. We are a sound. If you come to me as a young man and you say you want to be part of the sound, we give young people and people the opportunity to use the brand. So if I you to London for me tomorrow and say, I want to join Qualitex, but I live in London. Of course we're giving once it fit in to because we have ethos about our sound. We don't really want to abandon the sound, we got war with people and all that. So we give people an idea of our standards. Yeah. If you can't live within that standard, you can't be part of Qualitex.
Yes. Because even though we mentioned Junior Chin before earlier. Yes. And even though we know people not say Junior Chin around the sound. But not say Junior Chin left the sound.
No.
Yeah, Junior Chin still there in London.
Yes.
But if a rubber dub thing, Junior Chin, I don't know jiggy business neither. So if a rubber dub thing come up and Junior Chin can cover it in London, him cover it in London. We just deal with Bristol.
So if Rough House to come up, would you send Dr. C on a killing mission?
No.
Dr. Flex?
Dr. Flex, yeah.
Dr. Flex is not a clash selector.
I wouldn't take on, all right, me personally, not stupid, right? I wouldn't, if I'm going to go the clash route, me I go all out, is it? I'm going to recruit people for that.
All right, let me go now, mind, because me and Sojie talk about this all the while. Me and you talk about this, me and Sham talk about this all the while. Me give you my take on the clash thing now. And me I go say it publicly. Me I make this, who want cuss. Clashing is a mob's game. Me is a businessman. No money no in a clashing thing, because that costs too much money. Yeah. Dub plate nowadays costs too much money. You spend on dub plate, you cannot get that back in a dance. Yeah, so that's why me no follow it up. We cut dub, but me not follow it up. And if me I go follow it up that way there, everybody know when me do anything, when Qualitex do anything, we go in it full. So if we are going it full as a clash sound, believe me, people are going to have problems.
So can we expect to see more of hardcore type of dances?
Yes. All right, let me finish part where Sojie start out with it. As for the future Qualitex, as Sojie said, Sojie still a deal with rubber dub side eye. May I tell you this now? Until Sojie cannot see, or even when he can't see, he probably will tell somebody something more to do. But Sojie now left sound. Yeah, sound business, Sojie now will stop select on sound. We know that. So the rubber dub side still have a lot of years left. As for the younger people juggling side, Dika be there. And Sojie just explained that at work. Now, we also, me for the past, I would say about 10 years now, get introduced to the dub scene and the roots scene. That's where Qualitex Roots Vibration come back in. And Lion loved the roots thing. Lion grew up, young Lion, who all know, is as a dancehall selector on one extra.
Used to be on Qualitex.
Used to be part of Qualitex.
Okay.
Well, he's never left officially. In the just go do him thing. So but him come back home now, they're back on Qualitex now.
So Young Lion's back on Qualitex, yeah?
As a roots selector.
As a roots selector.
Yeah, with Qualitex Roots Vibration, really. And me and
Young Lion can manage.
Young Lion can do anything.
No, you understand me say Dika. If me need somebody to support Dika, me not a problem.
Because Young Lion can support him if he needs support. But Young Lion want to concentrate now upon the roots and dub scene as that side, because I've gotten a love for the dub thing. Yeah. At first, back in the days, everybody know we are rubber dub sound. Yeah. But over the past 10 years, I've been introduced and I've been touring with the likes of Word, Sound and Power. Yeah, Robert Tribulation, him really introduced me to the dub scene. And then we got Irish and Steppers.
Which from Leeds.
You know that, my brother, my next brother from another mother. Yeah. Then you have Indica Dubs, Abba Shanti, all of them sound. I've been around them sound. Tubbies, what them name? Channel One, all of them. I've been around them now for the past 10 years, probably a bit longer, and experience the dubs culture. I like it.
Okay.
So this is where we come in now. So we diversify, but we now leave out the rubber dub. Qualitex is still a rubber dub sound.
And just to something was Kutty alluded to earlier. I'm an enabler, right? And you ask the question about how you nurture and legacy. Qualitex has a name and will always have a name, right? People tell with that. You don't have no respect. When you have certain people one time probably said, a man said, boy, Qualitex a general. Me no like what to say. There's a Hype International now. There's a Red Fire. There's a couple sounds that are now coming through. I feel them time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel them time.
Yeah, man.
I support them. I support Red Fire. I support Hype International.
Of course.
I want to do well. Because I might see to this. And me no want it to be the case that me no share the spoils. Me don't love 2 years down the line, me say, boy, some what's like a sound there, Bristol now, you know.
Oh, you mean?
Because of that to happen. We supposed to pass the baton on, right? And Kutty does endorse Hype. Me I endorse Red Fire too. Because Joel tell me to my face, a Qualitex him start listening as a youth.
Well, Joel is a
Guerrilla
youth
movements. Ask him, guerrilla movements. Them youth there, they run me from day one.
Yeah.
And show me my respect. And yes, them have a difference. You know, go meet up at times and have to go.
What's the clash thing?
But that's how it go.
Yeah.
And me no want no man vex. If you want Red Fire clash or you want whatever, if me see what go on, me go talk it like how me see it.
Yeah.
Because that's how the thing go. Me not interested in it becoming animosity. And that's how it work for me.
We don't want that neither.
And me phone you know that busy. Me phone Joel, me phone Guerrilla Movies. If a man ring me and say, Sojie ready, me give him. And so me stay. From day one, me give man ready, me give man full of music. Because me interested and love music and sound system culture.
So you're interested
right?
in the picture.
Yes. Yes. So now, me see Hype International Power Report. Everybody did see it and I like them to see. Uno astonish a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because Hype International, who is a juggling song, by I'll play a whole heap of dub plate. So naturally, in the limelight, Red Fire as a young song, I come through, mention with the experience, people love him. I come through. Red Hat for a friend. Yes, Talman. So me love every song.
So it's good to see that there's
So me now just humbled and happy to know that my stage of the game me still have some relevance.
Yeah.
Enough man my age now play sound, you know. So that's why I tell you now, I want to owners clash. Where all of the owner them play. Me, Lady, Cecil, we not talk about the young youth.
Okay.
The big man, they will own the sound.
Okay.
That me want. Valerie, you listen, you too. More Valerie stand up on the song when she a play, when V-Rocket a play. Me don't want them.
Great, that would be too.
Want the elders clash. Yes. Me, Coxon, Musclehead, Tubbies. You understand? They tell you, that would have been my highlight.
David. How about Sir David?
All of them, man. Everybody, man. Me don't like to stand up in the land and just to wall away. Even take 1/2 an hour.
Yeah.
If I'm tune for tune, it don't matter to me. That me love.
I think that would be very
And
good.
at my age and 35 years, me build Qualitex, never join it.
Yeah.
It is just humbling for know so people still rate you and respect
Still rate
you.
the sound, yeah.
And the sound fraternity, as me say, everybody in the sound fraternity will give me my props. Give me it because of the respect what they have for me, I will show them.
Yeah.
And then you can't ask more than that. So if you ask me, did Qualitex make a name in the industry? Of course we did. Of course. I can't complain. We never make no money out there. We no buy a house out there. But me have a name. And me know that. Because me go Germany, Italy, Jamaica, Canada, all over the world. I'm on say Qualitex. Busy with the African and I'm on a wear t-shirt with Faada on it.
Wow.
Faada Sojie. You know what I mean? Me ask him, me lock Fitzgerald Avenue. Till when people start giving me clothes, me don't know if I go on shirt. And when me say to the doctor, me go stop play the people and say, no, you can't. You know? Me can't go home. Me want to sleep and can't run away. So me don't need no man to tell me how good me is as a selector.
Yeah.
Me get the world to tell me
World
that.
recognition, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to wrap up and I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to let us know post lockdown, post this whole COVID situation, what's the way forward with Qualitex Sound?
Well, as you know, as we just mentioned, Qualitex Roots Vibration, that's where we are concentrate on big time now. We have Bath Reggae Festival coming up the 21st of August.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we have supplied the system for the 10th, plus we have play as well as Iration Steppers, Dub Kazim, Sasha Stepper, Biggles, few other sound. Main stage, there's going to be Aswad, Maxi Priest, Sister Nancy, couple of some big mountain, enough artists. So yeah, that's it. Then as bookings go, we're not sure yet because everybody's still up in the air. We're not sure what happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, online there's a few things. So
I am in discussions with quite a few people worldwide. Senegal, Gambia.
Okay.
Yeah, we call there different. I'm in Sierra Leone where we can do some work there. I am now part of what is called the Motherland Sound Fraternity.
Okay.
And I try get in Africa, South, Central and East. Plus, me I work with TB and radio station, Ricky Trooper, them own. So me I keep the branding out there.
Yeah.
So I'm involved with them kind of thing. So the brand is still out there. I may have a show up on TV and every Saturday, midday, 5 o'clock UK time. Big popular show now.
Okay.
Right? So me I keep the branding going. Right? And yes, I am an enabler. Me want to be that person where anybody who in the sound business can pick up the phone and say, Sojie, and me enable it for you.
Yeah.
That's what me want to do. That is my legacy.
I like that. I like the fact that your vision's bigger than just Qualitex.
Yes, man. That's bigger than that, my far.
Okay, with that being said, so thank you guys.
Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Busy, we have some money back paying, you know, so now the boy will be like, you know what? One day you'll be sitting in this seat. Yeah. Yes, you have to aspire for that.
Well, I have my YouTube channel where it launched already, but through the whole lockdown, we never do much. But Real Sound Man Life. So we're not going to panic.
I will be interviewing you.
I've never been interviewed before.
Yeah,
You know, all of this.
Yeah.
As a sound fan, I really enjoy it. I'm honored to be in the presence of you guys and to be
Well, you imagine that. If you say that to we, what do you think? That's where it will happen for you.
Yeah.
Trust me, it will happen for you. You just need to be who you are.
Yeah.
Because this thing I work that way too. Sound don't work just because I'm musicking. Charisma works, intelligence, values. You have to have all that. If you don't have that, sound don't work.
Well, like I said,
One shout out of Sheffield, so me rate. Willpower. This is Skinny. As years him I do it.
Bad sound.
Yeah.
Big up Skinny, the first guest on the podcast.
Love Injection, Valerie, V-Rocket. All these sounds, great sound them. I mean, I give them their accolade. You understand? Then deserve it, brother. And deserve it.
All right. Well, that being said, wrap up. That's it. Give thanks. Bless it.
Bless it.
DJ Busy. I'm going to know your name around here now. I'm international. Hey, some boy dead in here. Aye. Me have to big up down at Sheffield, and then me big up Birmingham. God bless all the counties all over England, yeah. And him bless Manchester and the whole of London. Everybody know a Bristol Hype sound come from.